AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line. FTR taking on Cage and Cope, CNC Dynasty as they called themselves, which was a nice touch. Man, Christian Cage, fuck, he's the coolest.
How do you think they feel backstage? Because I ask you this. Well, I ask you this because of this reason. When they were Edge and Christian, for better or for worse, it was, isn't Edge the coolest? And then, by the way, there's Christian.
Yeah.
And now in 2026, Christian is the coolest. By the way, Adam Copeland, who used to be called Edge, is there. And do you think he's like, I mean, I feel like he's happy for his friend, right? Like he's like, good. Now it's your turn to be the number one in this team.
Since Christian went to TNA and became Christian Cage, I've viewed them in this order since that day. It's been Christian's the better one than Edge, and it has been since that day. So to me, this is nothing new. But yeah, like, do you think Edge is now figuring it out and starting to like come to terms? And
well, but the thing is, you know, the best version of Edge or Adam Copeland, all versions, right, was the live sex celebration. I spin John Cena's belt.
Christian never turned that off.
Yeah. But Adam Copeland is doing essentially the CM Punk AEW run where it's like, guys, it's me. And
this version of the rated R superstar feels like the like John Cena version of like the Thugonomics turned, you know what I mean? Whatever that was, right? Like, it turns into the corporate version of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like when John Cena turned up at WrestleMania to do like a rap battle on Elias, and he had the New York jersey and shit, you know? That's what Adam Copeland's doing, calling himself Rated R. And so here's my hope, is I'm going Christian and
I watched that
Copeland.
old Elias thing when they made the Supersonics joke. I'd been telling my boss, and like that came up, and so I found that video. It's so great. They're so mad. So mad.
But
he had some moments at Elias, for better or worse. He's weird.
Yeah, then the bell rang, and it was like, oh, that's why you suck.
Yeah. Well, he's odd, too. I know you've seen him on social media, like an odd charter. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Nope. Don't have to worry about that. Don't like to see any of those people. Not at all. But my hope is, I think Christian and Copeland win. But I think post victory, I think Copeland is going to be the one that leans into the Christian way of looking at things, because I feel like when the Young Bucks are like, now it's us, and people are like, but we love the Young Bucks, Adam Copeland's going to be like, hey, fuck you, you little shits. Like, vanilla.
Yeah, I hope he breaks into Christian things, and then we get a more true CNC like ENC were, right?
Yeah, where they dress up like the Bucks and do like a 5-second pose of them losing.
I'll say this, especially with what they did, it wasn't tied to them being like young and hit, right? Like they could be similar to what they were then and not appear to be like too young to be doing what they're doing. It was just obnoxious, but aggressive, right? Like, and opportunistic and like, sly, right? Like they were. If
they can tap into, I don't know if you remember, but when WWE Network was doing like shows, and remember the Edge and Christian show?
Yes.
And those were just cutting.
That kind of vibe. Yes. And here they got a lot of freedom to do what they want. Like we see people push the envelope quite a bit here in AEW.
And we know that Tony Khan will get the legends that CNC would make fun of, right? If they start making fun of the Rock and Roll Express, well, we've already seen them before. We know that Tony Khan would bring them in for Christian and Copeland to beat them up or whatever, right? Yeah. So I think if we say, hey, you won, you beat FTR, Beth Copeland can come out, right, to help them get the victory and throw Stokely into the second row or whatever, right? But then after that, when we do Young Bucks, Christian and Copeland, that's then where I want the CNC to be like, fuck.
So we both got here. CNC here. I don't think anybody really thinks FTR is winning this.
No. Because I think FTR can go down a notch, and who I would pair them with and it seems like it's a all WWE kind of matchup here that I'm saying, but I still think it'd be pretty good. I think you bump them down a notch and you put them with the Hurt Syndicate, and then you do
Yeah.
Stokely and MVP doing their little promo battles.
Man, them battling those rascal guys would be good too. Like they just it's
Yeah,
got that cop feel against the like
yeah,
punk kids,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Stokely could be like, "You fucking chumps," and they'll be like, "Fuck you," right? Like you
yeah.
get that going,
Rascals and Hurt Syndicate wouldn't be bad either. Because as we
right?
saw Saturday, it was being advertised for Saturday. It's going to be the Hurt Syndicate returns to action, but it's not the three of them. It's just the two of them, and MVP's just hanging out. So yeah, I think they're kind of lurking in the background.